Welcome to my channel. My name is Bonnie, and I am here to do an energy check-in energy check-in for the weekend. I'm not going to fib, I'm a little exhausted today, so that could be some of the energy that's going around in the world. I feel that for a lot of us, or for a lot of you, I should say, there's some kind of transformation that's you've been experiencing. This card keeps popping up. This card, this transformation card, and Hecate. It's like she's telling you that whatever is going to happen, it's almost like a tower moment is going on. It's like there's something that is coming to an end, and it's bringing forth some kind of a rebirth. It's like you've got this sense of, you know what, you can try to take me down, but I know what it takes to keep me going. I think that something's about to erupt. I feel maybe some of you are going through a really powerful change right now within yourself. And it's starting to, I'm hearing relationships. Honestly, I'm hearing that maybe some of you, there's some things that have been bubbling up inside of you for some time now. And it's like you're getting to the point where you've made yourself strong enough to actually deal with this situation in a different context, in a different way. I feel that you have gained the personal protection and understanding that you're not alone, that everything is all the choices that you've been making up until this point and beyond this point have all been for your best good, I'm hearing. And it's because you've learned how to protect your energy. You've learned how to set boundaries within yourself. You're seeing your worth. You're knowing your worth. And I feel that for some, there may be this energy of ignorance. It could be jealousy. It could be, I don't know why. This person, this energy that you've been having to protect yourself from, I don't understand why they want to push you to this point. I am going to read out of the book for this. I'm reading the Dark Goddess Oracle deck right now. And I don't know if it's Pele or Pele has come out, but she's the transformation. She's the goddess of transformation. So this energy deck is all about the underlying fears, the shadow side of ourselves that we've been hiding and keeping protected for so long. It's to open us up to see what we need to change in order to gain transformation. But I'm really feeling, honestly, that right now you are at this point of being done, of being treated like crap is what I heard. Not gonna lie, you know. I feel for some you've been going through this for a very long time, and this transformational change, this eruption, this fire, this passion, this whatever this is, has got you standing in this energy of, like I said before, like I've had enough. I've had enough. I don't deserve to be treated like this. And you've known it, pardon me, for a long time that you felt that way. But you weren't in the place of being confident or strong enough to know that regardless as to what happens when this transformational conversation happens, you were too afraid of what would come of it. That is why you've suppressed it. But now you're like, you know what? Whatever happens, happens. And I know that I'm protected, and I know that I am going to I just heard take this by the bull by the horns kind of energy. So anyways, I am going to read this book because I don't know, honestly, how often I have seen her out of this deck, and I have used it quite often. But anyways, so tempers frayed, time to cool. Fears must not be let to rule. Work with fire's high vibration, welcoming in the transformation. The heat is on, and you have found yourself at a boiling point. The pressure has become too much, and you just can't keep a lid on anything at the moment. Annoyances, irritations, and inflammation infuriation have exasperated you until you have been left steaming. Maybe that's why I'm getting this overalling energy of just like being depleted, like tired, like done, like just finished, like not wanting to do this anymore. Pele, the volcano Hawaiian goddess, recognizes the shadow side that has consumed you as of late and warns you that if you continue, you just may get your fingers burned. So invite Pele in to purify and release you from the blazing trail you have left in your wake. You have said or done something. Somebody, like I said at the beginning, has pissed you off. Allow her flames to lick away old hurts and wounds, replacing them with sacred glow. Use this powerful opportunity to transform, reinvent yourself, and become the phoenix that dies and is reborn. The essence of turmoil now consumed, it is time for you to reemerge through the flames of passion as Pele ignites your heart and step forward into the newly transformed you. Take the pressure off, move on. You're no longer resonating with what you once did. Embrace the element of fire and partake in the fire walk. Make a list of what fuels your passion and take the step towards your goals. A change for the better is on the horizon. I feel for some that maybe you had a few choice words to say that may have been a little bit bitter or hurt somebody's feelings. But I feel at this point, like I said, you are just at this done stage and you are done allowing people to walk on you. I feel that you are setting boundaries. I feel that not only boundaries with other people, but with yourself and what you tolerate. Because I feel for a lot, you're getting at this stage of life where it's like you're looking back going, like this just isn't working anymore. Like, I don't know what has changed or why it has changed. And actually, you know what? Honestly, I feel you know what has changed and that what is you. I feel for a lot of you that you have gone through this transformation of self, of really becoming, aware of how you were talking to yourself and how you were allowing yourself to actually believe and feel that you were worthy of being treated like shit or talked down to or made to be small. For a lot, I feel you weren't always like that, but there was something that happened in your life where you felt that you needed to protect yourself enough to be mistreated like this. And generally, that's what it is. You, honestly, from my own experiences, I know that I allowed people to overstep my boundaries when I was in fear of not having. And when you're a mom, especially, and you're protecting your children, you do things that really aren't good. And I mean by allowing other people to treat you in ways that you don't deserve to be treated. And that sometimes you just swallowed things and just let it be. But now it's like you've got this energy of like, I don't really have to do that anymore. I don't have to put up with the belittling. I don't have to put up with the ignorance and the jealousy and just, I feel for some that it's just like, you wondered where it got lost, where you started to let that happen and why you allowed it to become normal and okay. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, this video you aren't seeing the cards in. It's kind of going to be like a podcast type deal. But as I'm sitting here talking to you, I have two cards on the table like I told you, but the one I wasn't going to read, it was Hecate. And I was just going to kind of leave her out in the cold. But I'm sitting here as I'm having this conversation with you right now. I'm playing with the guidebook, and I just happened to open up and look down, and that is the card that the book opened to. So that is my indication from Spirit that I am going to read Hecate's card. the energy of her, because I feel that this is something that you may need to take in to you with over the weekend, because I feel that whatever has been boiling up, it may very well possibly leak into the weekend. But I feel that honestly you are taking this differently this time. Like there's a different kind of energy with it. You know what I mean? So Hecate, I don't know if I'm saying it properly or not. I hope I am, but it doesn't really matter, to be honest with you. It's the energy, not the pronunciation. So she's all about protection. Won't shed a tear, must stand alone. The path ahead is one to own. Release all duties of indictment, guarded now from, or wait a minute. Release all duties of indamnation, guarded now from condemnation. Condemnation. I'm probably saying it wrong. Condemnation. I don't know. Anyways, most of the time you rejoice in people coming to you for help, advice, or just want to be a shoulder to cry on. But when push comes to shove, who can you turn to? And that's so true. Like for a lot of us, myself included, we are always there for the people that we love and care about. And even not even that, even like for work colleagues and, just like even people on the streets, I feel for a lot of you that they just feel that they can come to you with something. But then when you have things going on in your life, it's like you keep it to yourself. You don't share. And if you do share, it's very little. It's almost like you have a difficult time trusting people with your personal energy. It's like, it's almost like get this feeling of like, I will figure this out for myself. It's almost because it's like, you've got so much shitty advice throughout the years. You really have seen how people, what they're going through at that time in their life, how they reflect on the energy that they're sharing with you. So the advice that they give to you is something that you really need to take with a grain of salt and really contemplate on whether the advice is really coming from a place of compassion and non-judgmental, and I feel for a lot that you have gone through that so many times now. It's just like, who do I talk to? Who can I talk to about this? And I feel too that this is part of why you're no longer allowing people to step over, because you want to share this with people. You want to share a part of yourself with somebody. And this person that is leaving you feeling this way, you thought at one point you could have that shared energy with, that you could be vulnerable with them, that you could be, open and discuss anything. And now all of a sudden it's like, you're not important anymore. And it's like, you are just here to take care of me, to listen to me. And when it comes to you, it doesn't matter. And it's almost like when you speak, it's like you're being ignored, I guess. And I also have to say that you've probably noticed yourself have done that to that person as well. So it's almost like that maybe they're just kind of like rubbing it in your face and being like, hey, you know what, this is what you've done to me. But I feel too that there is good reasoning to why you have kind of let some things go and just were leaving yourself open to something different. I feel that for a lot of you that you've gone through this experience of like this buildup, this volcano, this eruption. Like I said, it's been a journey that you've been on for some time now. And you're really have been making changes, but it's I don't know, the energy that I get is just odd. But anyways, I'll continue. You can't protect all of the world, nor can you decide the fate of others for long. It will push you to the breaking point. You have reached an important crossroad where you're taking on all of the ills of others and responsibilities for their actions before grinding the gates of a great decision. Okay, wait a minute. Let me read that again. You can't protect all the world, nor can you decide the fate of others for long. It will push you to the breaking point. You have reached an important crossroad where taking on all of the ills of others and responsibilities for their actions is grinding you down. Okay, like I said that earlier. Hecate holds the keys to your future. Together you stand before the gates of a great decision. Hence the volcanic eruption. It is time to lay down the woes of the world and the burdens of others and step forward alone. And just like Hecate, you will learn and accept that you can still help from a distance if you so choose. Those who have relied on you so much before will need to live their own lives and take responsibility for their own choices. For some of you, this could be your children. You know, you've kept them protected for a long time, and now it's time for them to figure it out on their own, and you need to kind of step back and allow them to make those choices on their own. And that's difficult because you don't want to see them suffer, right? But you also have to know that if you don't do that and you continue to keep on picking the pieces up and fixing everything for them, how are they going to learn, right? How are they going to learn? How are they going to learn to get over their own challenges and obstacles, just as you are learning to get over yours? And that could also be with coworkers, friends, family, you know. Shielding someone from the truth is not helping them right now. Focus on your own ability to listen rather than your need to lecture. An old flame is circling. Ensure your insurance policies are valid and up to date, and make the repairs to your home that you have been long neglecting. So yeah, I feel that at this time, it's just like you're not at the place to be giving any lectures. It's just, you need to be an ear, because you could be the one that is being judgmental and would give advice from a place of somewhere it shouldn't be coming from, I heard. So this is a good time to just kind of sit back and listen, and don't judge. Don't make any decisions to give some kind of life-changing advice like you normally probably would. Like my poor son. Oh, and I say it to him all the time, you know, I'm like, I love you, son, but I can't help it. Like, I'm trying so hard not to pressure him about getting a job and taking better care of himself, because I know the amazing soul that he has inside of him. And it's just like he's closing, but I feel part of it's my fault as well. But and I always tell him, I'm like, I'm sorry, son. I'm sorry. I'm like, I just love you, and I feel like I just need you to know that this isn't the way that you want to be. But if this is the way that he chooses to be right now, then that's his choice. But I'm just always putting little, like, I don't belittle my son at all, ever, never, and not intentionally. I just try to help him move forward in the right path, financially for him. Anyways, enough about him. But yeah, so that's kind of cool how those two cards have come out, and they both are really, there's that really big energy of like setting boundaries and just kind of sitting back and watching how things are going to unfold from here. You're probably going to be dealing with some people over the weekend because of the fact that it is Father's Day. So there's probably some plans that are put into motion, and I feel for a lot of you, it's kind of like you're just going to be in this energy of sitting back and seeing how things happen, how things are unfolding. You're kind of going to be in this energy of just really listening, really paying attention, really noticing people's true intentions, I feel. I just get this feeling of just like, I don't know, like I said, like this done energy and this energy of just like waiting to see what happens. basing decisions on people's actions and reactions and words. So let me see. I do feel like I want to pull some more cards. A couple more anyways, not too many. Oh, I said to myself I was going to do this. So I am going to read, pardon me, the Keepers of the Light Oracle deck. I'm going to pull a couple cards from here and see what comes up. Actually, I'm just going to split the deck so that I'm not, so I have one for each. So we'll see what the angels have to say about our transformation of protection, our waking up energy. Let's see what the angels have to say for this weekend coming into it. Okay. So under the transformation card, we have Diana. It's focused intention. Think about what you desire. Set your sights high and expect the best possible income right underneath the transformation. And this transformation is all about your desires, your passions, what it is that you want, you know, moving forward, no longer taking, setting the intentions, being prepared. Focus where it is that you want to go, because underneath the Hecate, we got the Master Angel card of Master Jesus, and it's forgiveness. You are on a path of light, love, and forgiveness. Father healing is possible at this time. Oh, what a great time to have this. So maybe you're experiencing a little bit of difficulty right now. For some, I feel that maybe your father has just recently passed away or is in past, and this is a very difficult time for you. But I feel that the energy that's coming in with this, it's really allowing you to forgive yourself for the things that you've allowed to happen over time, you know, and really getting into this energy of just releasing. I feel releasing. I am going to read the book for these as well. This forgiveness card, this Master Jesus card is like really got me in this feeling of like this healing is going to help heal whatever's going on in a relationship, and whether it be you choosing to walk away from this energy is really allowing you to forgive yourself for dealing with this for so long, for allowing yourself to be treated this way. You know, like I said, generally when this happens, it's because you're at a place of scarcity, and you're no longer being at this place of scarcity. And this energy of this father, this male energy, this forgiveness, it's really opening you up to set the intentions on what it is that you truly desire. So let's see what Diana says. Diana is the Roman moon goddess of the hunt. She is also known as Artemis in the Greek mythology, where she has similar attributes. She is often depicted with wild animals around her, and she is associated with the moon. She connects deeply with the wild beasts that come out at night. So maybe you're a nighthawk. She is often seen holding a bow and a quiver of arrows, which signifies her ability to help us focus on a vision. She also helps us tune into our intuitive side so that we can listen to the wisdom that will guide us toward our goal. In particular, she encourages women to move into their true potential, their true power, and promotes equality for all souls. Move forwards with unwavering faith, knowing that the universe is supporting you. Diana is helping you awaken your divine ability to manifest what you desire and deserve. Any fear is only a reminder that whatever you are working on or through is an important issue for your growth. Your focus is strong now and will be particularly powerful at the full moon. And we are just coming out of a full moon. We're still in kind of the full moon. It doesn't like it moves out slowly, but there's slivers. So it's still 3 days before, 3 days after is still the full moon energy. So we're still in that right now because we had the strawberry moon, I believe last night or the night before, the 11th. So anyways, your focus is strong now and will be particularly powerful at the full moon. You may be aware of night owl tendencies. It's funny I said that earlier. This is because your angels and guides are sending you important messages that you may be missing during the day due to a busy schedule. Set some time aside to do deep meditation and to receive the guidance. It's funny this is saying this right now because that is what I did this afternoon. Like I said, I've been exhausted today, and I'm like, my dreams have been so vivid, so crazy, so like, and I don't even really remember them. And I'm always telling myself that I need to pay attention to them because I'm always getting cards for myself saying that I need to pay attention to my dreams. But it's just like, I don't know. Like some of them I do, I remember them, like, but it's and I know that they're so vivid because I can still see them, but I don't remember them, if that makes sense. So for some of you, maybe you've been struggling sleeping because you've been so active in your mind lately. And maybe it's a sign, I know it's a sign for me, but I always ignore it for some reason, to really start trying to pay attention to them more. And maybe even if you can pick certain things out of them and see how it may pertain. Like you can always Google that if you don't have a dream book. And I find the dream books, the older ones anyways, they don't really give a whole lot. Like they give a lot, they give some, but not a lot of great information. But I feel that if you just Google it and see where your dreams, like that one part of your dream that you remember, Google it and see what it says, because I'm going to guarantee it's going to tell you where you're being blocked in your energy system right now, because that's a lot of why things come up like that, is because we're blocked somewhere energetically, emotionally, and our dreams come up to bring to light what it is that's causing the conflict within our waking state. And yeah, so set some time to do a deep meditation and receive the guidance. So I'll just, you don't have to go into a 20-minute. I like the 20 minutes, to be honest with you. And I'm very surprised with myself, considering I'm so tired today, that I did not fall asleep. I did, like, I don't know, there was probably 3 or 4 meditations that I went through today. And I'm like, I'm kind of listening to them and I'm relaxing myself and I'm just letting myself feel. And after each one, I woke, like, I didn't fall asleep, and I was like, wow, but I still feel exhausted. But that's okay, because that time that I gave myself brought me up here to record this reading today, and I feel that it's actually really beautiful. And I'm hoping that it's, like, I don't hope, but I give some kind of guidance, some kind of comfort, some kind of, confirmation that this, whatever this situation is that you're going through at this time, it's meant to happen. It's to transform you, and for you to understand that it's okay to desire, it's okay to want, it's okay to start working on yourself. And you don't need to feel bad or have shame or judgment against yourself, because you've done this, you've experienced this, but you're learning now. Your challenge is you're overcoming this challenge, and you're allowing yourself to forgive. You're allowing yourself to forgive yourself and others. You don't, when you say forgive, it's not like you're ever going to forget, because you're never going to forget. You're always going to know it's there. It's always going to come up. It's always going to trigger. But once you forgive yourself for, and it's so deeply transformational when you forgive yourself for hanging on to somebody else's energy for so long. It changes everything. So I am finishing off. I'm just about done here, because this has actually been longer than I expected. I've got the universe has your back oracle cards that I'm just going to finish off this energy with. And with the Pele and Diana, it's when I am connected to my joyful presence, I attract support from the universe. And that is being in the vibration of standing tall for yourself, for keeping your boundaries in place, for allowing yourself forgiveness of whatever it is you feel you need to forgive yourself from, and setting your focus on what it is that you desire. That is being connected. When you set your boundaries, when you stand up for yourself and you go after what it is that you truly want, and what it is that you're no longer going to that you don't deserve. it's like the whole letting go of what no longer serves you is what you're doing at this point in time. And I just got a really weird look from in my glasses. But anyways, yeah, and when with this transformational energy and this standing up and putting your boundaries in place, and even if you did say something, you know, that maybe you shouldn't have said, or you just kind of like seeing somebody from a different point of view, that's the whole waking up process, right? That's the whole waking up. That's the whole part of being connected. And when you allow that energy, it feels good. It feels strong. It feels confident. It feels like it's like you can take on the world. You know, you may have just gotten into a big argument, but because you stood your ground, and I don't mean by standing your ground and standing there and fucking arguing over something that you know is not going to go anywhere. Normally, if that's what you would do, I think at this time, it was like you weren't allowing that person to trigger you like that. You weren't allowing that person's actions to make you react in a way that would always make you so frustrated and angry. And it's kind of like you're looking at it going, you know what? Fine. There's no point in arguing. There's no point in trying to make you think different. It's because when you do that, it's just like, you know, it's just going to cause so much more chaos. And this time you're just like, okay, you're entitled to your opinions. You're entitled to your thought. And if that's how you feel, okay, but that's not how I feel. And that's, I'm not going to let that come on to me anymore, if that makes sense. And on Hecate and Master Jesus, the universe works fast when I'm having fun. So don't let this shit carry on down. Don't carry this argument, this disagreement, this whatever has gone on. Don't allow the bitter part of it to continue on over the weekend. Okay. Don't take that with you. That happened for a reason, and it happened at that time when it was supposed to. You did what you had to do. You said what you had to do. Maybe this may be an energy that you're coming into now, but don't carry it. Don't be mad at yourself. Don't react in a way where all weekend you're going to be like, I'm so mad. Okay. Don't let yourself react in that way. Just be in that moment and be like I said, you're entitled to your opinions. I don't agree with that. I don't have to agree with that. I can do what it is that I need to do for myself. And don't take that energy with you. Please, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's Father's Day weekend. It's a weekend to spend with your family and be happy. And that is transformation. That is passion. That is going towards what it is that you desire in life. When you don't carry the trigger, when you don't carry the anger, you forgive in that moment and you let it be. Okay, my friends, I truly appreciate each and every one of you, and I am looking forward to reading for you again soon. If you enjoyed this read, please do like and subscribe to my channel. If you want to comment where you're from, or, you know, give me a heart emoji for like, yeah, I've got this, I'm strong. Give me a Leo sign, give me something just to show how it resonated, if it resonated with your energy at all. All right, my friends, you have a beautiful Father's Day weekend, and I am sending you much love. Take care. Bye-bye.